Ruben signing, talking about athletes signing cards. One of their big things is when they approached these leagues, their goal was not to just make a deal with them. It was trying to get them invested in something that is bigger than just a paycheck to sign their name on a card. They're trying to get them involved. He said, like, before Fanatics entered the scene, there was maybe like 10 MLB players that collected cards. He says now there's over 100.
You certainly have guys more active.
Absolutely.
Like every day on one or two platforms, you can find a professional baseball player, football, basketball, opening cards.
And not even like on, like, it seems like there's sometimes where it's like their families are taking a video or something like that, like where they're at home, or Bobby Witt using them as an invitation to a wedding or something like that. It's like, okay, we're using cards in big places.
It's being marketed. We're going to keep throwing a ton of money into this. We're going to keep throwing a ton of time into this. And most importantly, and Mahan said this to me even privately. He's like, before 2021, like, I don't remember if he said this or if I added this. Like, did your wife know anything about cards or new releases or see these things around? Like, us nerds are in the world. We see everything. We follow it. But like, who outside of the world is seeing card exposure? No one. He's like, and now... And I thought he made a cool point too. It used to be like, hey, this is for the nerds. Let's just make this acceptable. He's like, we're almost to the point of this isn't just acceptable. It's almost cool. And he caught it. He's like, I'm not saying card collecting is the coolest thing, but there are some cool features about it. I was like, the fact that these guys, and again, I know so many people, Ruben's terrible, Mahan's, all these guys out there, everything's terrible. Fine, whatever. They are super invested in this. Not just financially. I'm talking about their time.
Yes.
That makes me think we're going to continue to see efforts like being made to expand the hobby and grow the hobby. Great. Are there some things I would do differently? Probably. But at least these guys are like, hey, this is what we're trying to do. You cannot argue with the marketing. You cannot.
They specifically even mentioned marketing as being one of the things before they entered the hobby. There was almost nothing that Topps was really doing to market the product.
At all.
And pretty much the same with Panini, but you could argue maybe Panini had like a few things out there. One of their biggest points of growth, and they know it, and they're actively working.
They're leaning into it.
And I think that's awesome, because that is really, if no one knows about it, how can they? I think that was one of Ruben's points. If you don't know about it.
He said this exact, if you do something cool and nobody knows about it, it's not cool. He's absolutely right.
I agree with it. 100%.
And they did say too, the Rip Night thing was addressed. They're going to continue to lean into Rip Night and live events. Great. Yep. Community events. Awesome. Like those are all positive things.
The one thing that I noticed Ruben said today, he did it with our interview with him last year, and he said it in between there at least once or twice. He says how much he relies on Mahan's ideas. I think this is like
I'm sorry, Ruben said this?
Ruben said this.
Thank you.
So Ruben is really giving a lot of acknowledgement to Mahan and what he is doing to help grow this. The fact that he does come from the entertainment world, like putting on big TV events and things like that, makes me think more and more that he is really one of the best people for this job, because of the marketing component of what it takes to get that out there, to make sure people know. If you're going to do something cool, make sure people know about it. And you got to have someone who knows and has connections in that world.
And even that, he talks about his kids all the time ripping cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, it makes a difference when people are in because there's plenty of people there that are not really in the hobby. And that's okay. It's a corporation. I get that. But you do need some people. And I'm glad there's a good mix there, which is nice.